following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to John in Austin, Texas. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, man?
I'm so good I can't stand it. How about you?
Good, man.
God bless you. All of God's best to you and your family.
Wow.
You teach us how to make money. You are such a man of integrity and honesty.
Right.
I so admire what you do in your show, and you just deserve a whole lot of credit. And the other thing is you would be hard-pressed to invest in something that's going to bring you a better return than that gold report. It is fantastic, buddy. And I just so appreciate you helping us make money.
I appreciate it, man.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Expect the best. Believe something good is going to happen, and it usually will. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 303, NASDAQ up 73, S&P's up 41, gold contract up $1.20, trading at 11.1730. Friday, King Dollar's up over 1,000 ticks, and they still can't hit gold. Gold wants higher price, folks. We're 11.17. That's making its way up to 11.50, 11.92 area. Silver up 4 cents, $14.27. Silver needs some high volume, needs price spread. Silver's got to get over the 14.68 area. Platinum's up $5 at $8.70 an ounce. You have copper up a penny at $2.06 a pound. Light sweet crude up 44 cents, $33.65. Bonds. Bond market, folks, looks like it has not topped out. Pretty amazing. 10-year. Up 18 ticks, 129.19, big move. 30-year up a full point and 1 tick, 161.04. King Dollar up 1,100 ticks, 99.61. The euro is down 105 ticks at 108, and the yen is up 2 1/4 pennies at 121.04. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we continue to build the B2C of this ABC structure on the way down. You're up 367. You have lighter volume. Bottom line, we consolidated for 5 days. You take off today. The level that we're looking for is 199.83. Right now, you're at 192.75. NDX 100, we take a look at the Qs. Same setup in the Qs. Qs out here today. The Qs out here today are up 160. You're doing 37 million. Big contraction of volume. I suspect the Qs can get up to about the 109.38. What you also have happening simultaneously, we had 47 companies come out with numbers last night. Bottom line, Amazon got toasted, roasted, all of the above. Was down $95 last night. It's still off $48. Has volume on the move down. Amazon's going to go a lot lower. That being said, guess what? There is enough companies inside those 47 that put juice into the market. Microsoft being one of them. That's up 280 at 54.91. So, and on top of that, what you have is window dressing, folks. Last day of the month, which we have last trading day, first, second, third days of the following month, you're going to have some buying. You're particularly going to have buying when the market has got toasted and roasted like it has. And bottom line, I suspect you get the bounce on. You can still expect the volatility to continue inside the marketplace. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold held price today, which is phenomenal in the context of the dollar being up 1,100 ticks. And the move on the dollar and the move, down in last night in gold got to 1108, was that the Bank of Japan, the Central Bank of Japan, went negative rates. Negative rates specifically, we're talking about is that instead of the banking industry in Japan getting paid It was a very small amount they were getting paid for the reserves overnight. Now they have to pay the central bank in order to have reserves. So excess reserves, that is. So what that's all about, of course, is that they want banks to push money out into the economy to kick up the economy. Oil, what do we have with the oil market? Oil's holding a bid also. The oil market out here came off the lows this week. You came off those lows and you had some good wide price spread. You had the volume. Today we've done 571,000 contracts. Excuse me, folks. Yesterday we did 833,000. You know, this bounce here can get oil up to like the 36.69 area. Right now we've hit 34.40. Yesterday you got up to a price point of 34.82. We go take a look at the bonds. What do we have with bonds? The bond market, folks, is just phenomenal. This is just a mind blower, actually, and it has held price coming into the close of the market out here today. The 10-year is up 18.6. The high in the 10-year is 129.18. We're at 129.20. So you're going to get a closing high. The volume is 1.5 million contracts, which is good contracts also. 30-year. What do we have with the 30-year? 30-year trading. 30 years trading at a price point of 161.06. We've done 296,000 contracts in the 30, and that's interesting. So it got to 161.27. Now the 30 year is showing that it hasn't been able to hold price, and the volume's going to be lighter. So we'll see where this 30-year closes into the close. But 161.18 is the number to keep your eye on. We're at 161.04. It already had gone to the 161.27. If you need a mortgage, you do a refinancing, go do it, folks. The 10-year, which mortgages come off, are at 1.925 right now. That'll bring a 30-year down to 3.4, 3.5, somewhere around there. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? King dollar gets to a price point today of 99.88. Has good volume, 52,000 contracts. But look at that, it can't handle it. It was actually going into, from the 21st, we did 68,000. And that failed. What's happening is that King dollar is having a tough time getting through the downdraft that was created on December 3rd. December 3rd is when Draghi came out and said, okay, you know, we're still going to have quantitative easing in Europe. He wasn't expanding it. That's when King dollar went from 100.70, the index, down to 97. That had 125,000 contracts. So King dollar is going to need more juice in order to get up and over that whole level. Let's go to Keith in Iowa. Hey, Keith, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Having a great day, man.
Cool.
Having a great day. Hey, wanted to ask you, get your feeling and take on COL.
Okay, so we got Rockwell Collins. They design, produce electronic communications. You stay right there. We'll be coming back. We'll bisect and dissect that baby. Dow Industrials right now are up 310. Nasdaq's up 80. S&Ps are up 42. We're going to be right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 306. You get the NASDAQ up 77. S&Ps are up 42. We're talking with Keith from Iowa. We're talking about COL, which is Rockwell Collins. Okay, so the low 78, the high's 99. I'd be careful. Now, do you work for these folks?
I do not.
Okay.
They are a local company.
Okay.
But I own a few of the shares. I dumped a bunch of them, a bunch. I shouldn't say a bunch. I dumped about a couple hundred shares when it broke the 50-day.
Okay.
Long time ago, and I still hold some, and
Good
I'm
for you.
just kind of contemplating what I should do.
I would be selling them on the bounce. Okay, so this is what you have. And you're going to get a bounce. I mean, it looks to me that,
What do you think, up to 90?
Yeah, that's realistic. That's realistic. Let me just put this on a weekly for a second. I'll show you where the problem is that I think you already know it. This thing came down with monster volume. It's banging into that August 28th area with way too much volume. That being said, though, when you're looking at this chart, Keith, right, what does happen, which is pretty cool, see, when it came down in July, right, it did 8.9 million, and it got to 84. And then what happened, folks, it got down to 78 with 4.5. Well, we did 7.8 on a weekly this week, and it's rejecting that lower price. Now, that's pretty cool because this is subtle, but you can actually take that bar there, right, and say, okay, hold it, man. You just got under this bar, which is the 84. You did light a volume. You're rejecting it. So your first leg up should take you to 84.68. That's kind of how I look at that. Let me just put this on a monthly for a second. Okay, so on a monthly, you're going into 21 million. It did 22. Okay, so it does have the volume. So yeah, I would just, this bounce is going to blow people's minds. I mean, you know what my take is. I think we're going back down, but I think you'll get a bounce, and it's that 88.18. If you're looking at Tiger TV, that December 18th level on the way down, right? That's kind of where I suspect you'll start getting some resistance.
Cool, man. Hey, you got time for one more?
Sure.
LVS, Las Vegas Sands.
LVS. Let's take a look at it. So that's up $2 today. Low's 34. The high is 61.
I was looking for a spot to get short eventually, not obviously.
No, not now. Yeah. No, this is,
Not now.
this is a good setup. This is actually, so this looks like it's going to run somewhere to 49 to 50. Let me just put this on a monthly for a second. Yeah, I would watch how this moves higher first, because this is actually probably, I might start looking at this. This might be a decent long position, man. This is, so on a monthly, watch what this did in a monthly, folks. On a monthly, this month we came back with 133 million shares. It was going into 498 million shares from August of 2011. So you've not been mentioning this August 2011 deal on the S&Ps, right? Well, this just did it and rejected it. So it's like, okay, well, you get a rejection there. The thing can go to $50. $8 up. So I think that, let's go to WIN, W-I-N-N, because we could get a good, let me just see how WIN's, yeah, WIN's trade the same way too. Let me look at this. I think we're going to be spending money in Vegas. Either that or what's happened, these things have got so killed that, you're going to get a bounce. With a lot of these equities, folks, they've got so killed that, if you get, you don't need real fast fingers, but bottom line is that there's a lot of buys that are out there that you can get a few dollars on. Yeah, WIN's a little bit different. Las Vegas Sands, I'd like better if you're going to go long the position. I know you want to go short, but let it get up a lot higher, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay,
Cooking, brother. Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And folks, when you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right on the front page the Gold Report subscriber event. That subscriber event I'm going to be doing this Tuesday. What that subscriber event is all about, it's how currency exchange rates impact gold companies. If you'd like to come to it, all you have to do is test drive the Gold Report. You can test drive it 30 days, absolutely free. Next issue comes out Monday morning, so as you're over the weekend, you can test drive it. Come to the subscriber event on Tuesday night. Now, as you're over at TFNN, right into breaking news, you're going to see I wrote a white paper, how exchange rates impact gold companies. Check it out, because you'll get quite a bit out of it in the aspect of how important currencies actually are as to how much money companies can actually make. Last night in Japan, the central bank, bottom line, pulled a fast one, no doubt about that. But bottom line, they got to push money out into the economy. That's what they've been trying to do. They're trying to get inflation going. They've had deflation for, oh my God, decades. What did happen is that when the bank pushed it out, Nikkei is up 2.5%. All of Asia was up last night, 2 to 3%. Europe today up 2 to 2.5%. Our market's actually a little lagging a little. The Dow's up 1.9, Nasdaq's up 1.8, the S&P and the S&Ps are up 1.8. Nasdaq is up 1.9. Let's go to Dave in Clearwater. Dave, what's going on?
Hey, brother, how you been?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, have you been? I know I heard you talking with Logan. Using the scanner.
I'm going to figure that thing out, man. I'm intrigued by it.
It's easy, man. It's right up your alley. What's so funny is that the 2 times that you've called them, I work from home on that hour is when you're calling them, and I'm telling you, I know your head and I know how you think. You want to get your head wrapped around that scanner, man. You got to crack up, man. It's like.
It reminds me of you, man. I mean, I was watching, because I've been having to travel a lot here lately, so I haven't been able to trade as much as I normally have. So I was, in an airport, right? And I'm watching the video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this is like a graphical version of your thought process and your trading strategy. I'm like, this is just a graphical scanner of what Tom does. It's looking for the price, it's looking for the volume, it's looking for deviation, i.e., where's the demand? Right.
And what he does, it's the exact same thing. The difference is it's laid out on a sideways graph.
Right.
That's what's going on. You'll see. What happens, folks, is that John's given the explanation a few different times about how it is, but that's what it is. It's price and volume that's either on a 60-minute, a 240, a daily or a weekly, and it's laid out on a sideways move so that those points, you can see where the most amount of trading was actually done. And that, so it's really, it's clean. I like how clean it is, man. Do you know what I mean?
And to me, you know what it looks like? I know exactly what you're talking about. And, we've known each other a while now, Tom. I'm an engineer. And so to me, it's about the numbers. It's about the math.
Right.
And to me, what it looks like to me is his scanner is looking for the fingerprints of the banks. The hedge funds, the banks, where are the big elephants? When are they coming in and buying? When are they coming in and selling?
Right.
And so, anyways, look, man, I had to get off the natural gas roller coaster ride, but I've recently got back on the 20th. But I want to ask you about the Aussie dollar when we come back, if that's possible.
Absolutely. Stay right there. Come right back. Dow Industrials right now, folks, are up 325. You get the Nasdaq up 84. S&Ps are up 44. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man Dave from Clearwater, and we are going to be talking the Aussie dollar, I believe, right?
Yes, sir. On the futures, though, not forex.
Okay.
So, looking at the 6A 86 contract, and to me, it looks like this looks pretty much to me like a classic sell Garley. Like I was telling you earlier before the break, I kind of trying to diversify off the roller coaster known as natural gas.
Yeah.
I'm kind of watching the currencies here. I've been trading the Canadian dollar, trading the Aussie dollar, and that Canadian dollar has been wild, man. That's just like trading oil. But
Dave, what would the symbol be? Like if I
I show it to be /6AH6.
Wow. Okay, I gotta pull it. I just can't do this quick enough. Okay, so I have the spot up. So tell me, let's see. I get the spot at 70 right now, right?
Yes, 70.54.
Yeah.
Was what I show it to be based at the moment. I sold it at 71.17.
Oh, see, yeah, cool. Okay, all right.
And if you put it, to me, it looks like if you put it on the 4-hour, it looks like a shooting candle. Might even be volume off the top. We get a little more follow through.
Okay.
But I was curious for your take on it, there, Mr. O'Brien.
Okay, so let's see. I'll put it. Are you doing a 60-minute chart?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Dave, I'm gonna just have to. I got to get the future in front of me with the, and I'll do that over the weekend. So I get, without the future in front of me, and the volume in front of me, I'm lost.
Nah, no worries. No worries. That's why I traded on the futures, man. Because with Forex.
No, I'm with you. No, there's no doubt. Yeah. There's no doubt. That's. I agree, man. Do you know what I mean? Because it's, you know, but there's, yeah.
No worries. Switch over to natural gas for a minute.
Yes.
Have you been trading this thing?
And I didn't. And I know that. And what happened is that I knew when we brought it up, I loved what it looked like when the numbers came out. You know, because it rejected exactly. It rejected lower price, folks. Had all the makings, and it popped today big time. I just get it back on the radar because it's real. You know what I mean? This is.
Yes, sir.
I like how that came off December 16th to pull back with light volume, and you know the volume Wednesday was huge, man. You know, yeah. I mean yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Yeah. No, because you got the key, Tom. And I've had to learn this one the hard way, brother. The key with natural gas, at least with American natural gas, not global, it's just all on the injection report at the Henry Hub. EIA puts that report out at 10:30 on Thursdays. And I personally think we're going to come off the bottom for a little bit. But it seems to me every time this thing gets above like the 260, 270 range, they hit it. And because there's just so much natural gas out there, and as soon as it starts popping back up, the suppliers, you can see it. Within a couple of weeks, the injection report skyrockets, boom, they sell it off again. And because the efficiency is it's pretty high popping here, in at least in North America.
No doubt.
But we'll see. The thing that I want to share with you, long term, is to keep an eye on this thing because they were finally repealed the Jones Act, so oil's starting to flow. As soon as they finish that Cheniere hub in Louisiana, we'll start exporting natural gas. And this thing could have some legs, Tom.
No, because it's distribution. I'm with you. There's no doubt. Yeah. And now, you know what's so cool is that when you're talking about, and I was looking at this, you know, it'd be really so warped, folks, but that's what markets love to do, is that if this starts moving, and then all of a sudden it really starts moving in April and May when you'd think it would never move. But that would have to do with more that the market would be looking forward, saying, hey, gas is going to start getting pushed out of that hub now. Do you know what I mean? So I know
Yes, sir. And from the geopolitical standpoint, they want it. Everybody doesn't want to play Putin's game anymore. Japan wants the gas. Europe wants the gas. And this is not my opinion. This is told me by people that are in this business. And we have the cheapest natural gas going. You know, I don't know if the transportation might, throw a little wrench in that, transportation costs. But
you're talking from $2 to 10 or 12, right? So it's huge. Yeah, it's huge. The differential's huge. There's no doubt, man.
Exactly, and unlike Putin, we're not going to demand a piece of your country in return for some natural gas.
Yeah, seriously.
You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
Anyway.
Cooking, brother.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Now, folks, let's go over to our man, Mr. Dave White, as we do each and every Friday. Don't forget, folks, Dave's got a great show every trading day right here, 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a couple great newsletters. He has the Path of Least Resistance and the Tech Insider. You can test drive either one of those by coming over to our website at TFNN, going to newsletters. If you'd like to get the Tech Insider, go to investment newsletters. You can test drive that, 30 days absolutely free. You want the Path of Least Resistance, that'll be a trading newsletter. Dave White, what's going on?
Well, we wanted to get into, of course, technology this week. But a lot of people think, well, the dot-com bust, we've come down a little bit. But if you want to talk about the true dot-com bust, it's already happened. It's happened in Silicon Valley and all these soon-to-be IPOs that never got out the door. We're seeing all the mark-to-market in these people that do have mark-to-market, like T. Rowe Price. I've got that slide up right now. But we've got a lot of these companies that they had on their books, and like Dropbox, they had to mark it down 50% in the last quarter. But we're already starting to see a great deal.
They marked it down 50%. So what Dave's talking about, this is private markets, but what had happened...
Yeah, second, I think it's called second market.
Yeah, they're private markets, but what has happened is that the private market has got so huge, folks, that these were at huge valuations.
And they can't get away without saying it anymore. Now there's a market that tells them what they have to market to. So in the past, you just had stocks and there wasn't a market giving you any indication, so they'd always just leave it on at whatever they wanted to say. Now the IRS and the SEC are telling them, no. You got to mark these to market now, and if you are a public company, you're starting to see these markdowns come.
Those are quite big markdowns, well, especially the Dropbox, huh? Holy
Dropbox,
cow.
MongoDB, which is kind of an interesting company. What
does MongoDB do?
They do a database, but it's an in-memory database. We've talked a little bit about how Intel and Micron are going to be doing the new memristor memory.
Okay.
Along with Intel putting it together in their processors. That way, it's normally you've got these big databases and they spin off of hard drives, right?
Yeah.
These are hard drive. This kind of software makes a database that runs in memory at about 1,000 times faster than the ones that work on hard drives.
Wow.
So it's all in memory, but it's part of what Intel and Micron are doing. But a lot of people, especially if you're doing real-time stuff, especially if you're doing trading. I mean, this is going to be a godsend for those companies that do real-time data analysis on Wall Street. Anybody else that needs super high-speed databases in near real time. And so it's kind of an interesting area. I like it. It's just that maybe they're 2 years, maybe too soon, too early.
Oh, well, we know. I mean, they're always blowing up bubbles. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You stay right there. We come right back. Dow Industrials right now up 347. Nasdaq's up 91. S&Ps are up 46. We're going to be right back, folks.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, don't forget that this coming Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a webinar. That webinar is on the currency impact exchange rates on gold companies. If you doing business in South Africa, doing business in Mexico, doing business in Canada, bottom line, the currencies mean a great deal. Why? Because when you look at these currencies, the expenses of these companies are in the country that they're doing business in. They get paid in U.S. dollars, and the differential is absolutely huge. Right under breaking news, you can read the white paper I did. Check it out over the weekend. We're talking with our man, Mr. Dave White, and we are talking technology.
Well, we had Apple coming out with earnings, or came out with earnings this week.
Yes.
There was some interesting stuff. I'll do the bad first, and then we'll talk about the future and maybe the good. First of all, Apple basically confirmed that it's getting out of the mobile advertising business. They tried to go up against American Online, Facebook, Google. Google's probably got one of the best ad marketing businesses that there is.
Sure.
They're going to close that on June 30th, so they're getting out of that business. They got out of the business against Pandora and Spotify today as far as free streaming music.
Right.
And that's out today. So I thought that was kind of interesting that after they got hammered, just a couple days later, they're starting to cut the deadwood out of the company pretty quick, which is not uncommon. But they're starting to at least focus on the things that they can and do make money on. When we look a little farther forward, we're starting to see what they're going to be working on and coming out this fall. But most of it looks like two things. And that is, first of all, a wireless charging system for their phones. And it's going to be a little different than the one that Samsung has now, where you literally have to put it on a pad. It's got to touch it. It's got to be real close. They're working on one that you may just have to put it kind of close, like a foot or two away.
Okay.
That pad, and it will charge.
Well, the way Apple phones draw so much energy, man, they need it.
Well, certainly the current versions of them are pretty poor. It looks like from the requests for quotes out in Asia that they're probably going to be building the next iPhone maybe after September. And the talk is that this may make it into that phone, but it's unsure now. But apparently they've got some kind of technology where it could recharge just being in your pocket while you're driving in your car or sitting at your desk. You wouldn't have to put it on the charger. That would be close enough, and it would continue to charge. So that would be kind of interesting. The other thing they have is basically two new phones that they're going to be building in that 5.5-inch size. But one of the phones is going to actually have a dual camera on the back for 3D photos. So I'm not exactly sure if a lot of people want 3D photos,
yeah, I don't see how any of that stuff's going to make the stock any better.
I think the charging thing would be certainly help with the current phone.
Right.
But all phones, it would be a nice addition. But it like you said, is it going to move the needle? And that's
the needle's so big. I mean, they made plenty of money, but guess what? Everyone has Apple. They have everything they need. They need a new product.
Well, the first time since 2007, they are saying that they will sell less phones this next quarter than they've sold
That's
before.
intense.
So that's 8 years or whatever.
That's intense.
So
no doubt.
it's a long time. We've talked about this a couple of times, and I thought it was very interesting in the earnings call from Amazon. But they basically got a question in there that asks them, are you really going to build your own delivery service for your own products? So we've been kind of edging around this for a while, and whether or not they were just going to get other companies to do it. But this is when the company got slammed in after hours during the conference call. And the quote from, I think, the CFO on it was, "We found in order to properly serve our customers at peak, we needed to add more of our own logistics to supplement our existing partners. That not meant to replace them, right?
Yeah.
But I think they're going to replace them, and I think they're just whistling past the graveyard.
So check this out, folks. This is amazing, and you know what? Next week I'm going to take a picture of what our office looks like at TFNN right now, and the reason being is that we have 7 short-term units coming up on the real estate company, and they're all getting done this weekend. So, Dave, and you know what our office looks like anyway, because there's always boxes coming in and out, you know.
Ceiling fans.
Yeah, but right now, folks, you should see it, because this blows my mind about Amazon. We ordered, we needed 3 grills. Now, check this out. The grills that we ordered, we saved $200 per grill to start out with. They're Weber grills, but we saved $200 from anywhere, okay? They're so inexpensive. And what we've also found, it's really cool being in Florida because no one buys grills in the winter anyway, okay? That's the first part. But you should see how heavy these things are. It's crazy. So I go online, I hit the button on Amazon, they deliver them. We have no labor cost. It blows my mind, man. I don't know how they do it. But I'm glad. I'm glad they're doing it. It's just like
you got to be glad, but of course the stockholders that went long at whatever the close was that day probably didn't like it. But we already knew that they bought 6 airliners, but now they're starting to buy tractor trailers and ocean freighters and everything else, and that's where this thing got slammed. So there's probably going to be a few quarters that this is going to continue, and the idea is that they always could just turn the switch on and make money, and it can, but he's back to spending money again, and they don't like it.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that's it.
His customers love it, though, no doubt. But yeah, Microsoft, you know, as you've been saying for a couple of years now, it got traction, doesn't it?
It's got traction. It's got a new CEO, and what we really found out this week is that they can give away Windows 10 and get about 50% of the people to buy Windows Office subscriptions every month and some other products. And they've got the Windows Store app that's actually starting to make money for them. The Xbox Live is starting to make money for them as they sell directly into it. Which is kind of interesting because gaming systems didn't do that well over Christmas, mostly because they were all tied to Star Wars.
Okay.
And the Star Wars game didn't do very well, and that's why Electronic Arts got slammed. They did okay, but everybody was expecting all the buzz of Star Wars, and it just didn't pay out. So it's kind of interesting, but literally everything on Microsoft's doing well. They are doing much better in their cloud applications. As a developer, I get to see all their new tools. And I mean, these guys are, it's not a week goes by that I don't get another thing for a webinar for some new tool or even another operating system that they don't even write being supported on their cloud and their Azure system. So,
well, you know, it's so wild. There's no doubt that, you know, in our office, we run a subscription-based model. I love it, man. I mean, they make it so easy. It's like, you know, what happens, folks, whether, you know, it comes through, you hit the button, you know, okay, they have your credit card and it goes, you know, another year, but it's still, it's easy. It's easy, and of course, we're all hooked on those Microsoft products, you know what I mean? So.
The only downside is their Windows Phone is not selling at all. But other than that, everything's up and looking like roses.
Cool. Stay right there. We're coming right back. This is Tom O'Brien, Dave White. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. And no doubt this market's doing the B2C of an ABC structure on the way down, folks. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 369. You get the Nasdaq up 103. S&Ps are up 49. If you want to see, you heard plenty of that this was going to be the worst January ever. Well, guess what, folks? January's not over. S&Ps are up $40 right now. And if you want to go, this is just going to be, this is not going to go down the record books as a bad January. Well, let's put it, it'd be 7, 8, 9, 10, bottom line, it's not going to be the number 1, 2, or 3. And this is how the number shakes out, too, by the way. We're at 1934. Well, we're only down 128 points, S&P points, in January, where we were down 249 S&P points. Now, what I do expect is that, this is a B2C leg. Somehow it's going to be easy to get people bullish now with this expansion topside, because people will be scratching their head all week and say, I missed it. Bottom line, folks, you didn't miss anything. Let this baby, the cash S&P, get up to the 2005, and we'll see what kind of volume we get up there. But my take is that it's a very large ABC structure on the way down. So, Dave, we had plenty of action this week. No doubt about that, huh?
Absolutely. I think everybody needs to be digging your book out if they don't have it already, or ordering it, and start looking at those confluence levels.
Yeah, the confluence is going to be important, folks. And what you have, and with confluences, folks, is two separate trends. You get an agreement between a 0.382 and a 618 level. And when you take the highs to the lows, you have multiple tops on a weekly or a monthly basis, because we were up at those levels for so long. So it is pretty cool. There's no doubt. I
know I had a lot of people. I was saying, hey, I think we could at least bounce to 1950 or 1975. And they were even a couple days ago going, you really don't think that, do you?
Well, no, listen, we've been doing it long enough. It does seem, it always seems insane. It always is like, okay, how are they going to get the bounce going? And it's always a little bit different, but always the same, folks, okay? And I could, my take on this today, this is enough this week after, it goes up and down, you get it going, you're going into window dressing at the, next week, volatility will stay there, but they'll get it going, and it's just
the highest short interest, or the short interest since I think
last 6 years, 7 years or something, right?
2010, and that's never a good thing when everybody's on one side of the boat.
No, and unfortunately, folks that never go short, they go short, and and I'm talking about professionals, folks. That's what ends up happening, which is so weird, man. They wait for lows and then go short, and it's like, you got to be kidding me, man. You got to go short at highs.
That's right.
So
anyway, on to Tesla. We've talked about this before. They've been thinking about making their own apps for their cars and stuff.
Okay.
It looks like they've given up on it. What they're going to do is have that 17-inch screen that sits between the driver and the passenger is going to basically just mirror whatever is on your phone. So you'll have a touch screen on it. You'll be able to do it. But I want people to start looking up instead of looking down. But it looks like that is going to be the end of their idea of building their own operating system, and maybe the model for what all these car manufacturers are going to do in the future, like Apple and Android. And that is, there's just going to be a screen, and it mimics whatever's on your phone.
Yeah, to go back to Apple for a second, I saw today the rumor was out there that they were in Hollywood trying to basically buy scripts. So that's going to be pretty wild.
Yeah, I don't know how well that's going to work.
I agree, man. There's no way. Netflix owns that business. Amazon, they have a long way to go. And I was listening, folks. If you hunt Barry Diller on the internet, hunt some of his interviews, it'll blow your mind, man, about how much he knows about the business and just where he thinks it's going. Dave, thanks so much, man. You have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look for the show next week.
See you then.
Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever your life, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look forward to speaking to right here Monday morning. Oh, go get them, folks.